Hello, Leo. I need you to sit down for this one because what just came through in this reading honestly gave me chills. I was shuffling the deck thinking about you and your connection to your father who has passed, and the cards practically jumped out of my hands. The energy coming through is so strong, so specific, so filled with love that I actually had to pause before I started this reading. Before we dive in, I want you to know that this is not going to be one of those generic spirit readings. What came through is deeply personal, incredibly detailed, and honestly, Leo, your father has been waiting for the right moment to get this message to you. The universe aligned today to make sure you hear what he needs to say. So I pulled 6 cards for you, and each one carries a specific piece of his message. This is going to be raw, this is going to be real, and I have a feeling some of what comes through is going to hit you right in the heart. Take your time with this. Watch it when you are ready. Your father is not going anywhere, his love is eternal. But the timing of this message matters. The first card that literally flew out of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. Now listen, when I saw this card in the context of your father reaching out, my heart just swelled because this is not just any message. The 3 of Pentacles is about collaboration, craftsmanship, building something that lasts. Your father is showing me that he is still working with you, not just watching you from above. He wants you to know that every single thing you are building right now, every project you are pouring your heart into, every goal you are working toward, he is right there beside you as your unseen partner, Leo. This is so beautiful because the 3 of Pentacles appears when master craftsmen come together. Your father is telling you that he sees the skills you have developed, the expertise you have gained, the way you have grown into someone who creates real value in this world. But here's what hit me hard. He is showing me that some of what you are good at, some of your natural talents, you got from him. Whether it is your work ethic, your attention to detail, your ability to see a project through to completion, or even just the way you problem solve, there are pieces of him living through you. And Leo, he wants you to stop doubting yourself in your professional life. I am getting this message so clearly. He is saying that you sometimes diminish your own accomplishments. You sometimes think you are not good enough or that you got lucky. But he is showing me that you earned everything you have. The 3 of Pentacles is about recognition for skill, and your father is so proud of the recognition you are starting to receive, or will soon receive. He worked hard in his life, and he sees that same dedication in you, and it fills him with so much pride. But there is something else here. The 3 of Pentacles also talks about laying foundations that will stand the test of time. Your father is guiding you toward work that will outlast you, projects that will matter, collaborations that will create legacy. He is saying do not just work for the paycheck, work for the impact. Build something that matters. Create something that will make a difference. He did his best with the time he had, and now he is helping you do even better. I am also getting that he wants you to seek out mentors or collaborate with people who challenge you to be better. The 3 figures in this card represent different levels of mastery working together. He is saying do not be afraid to learn from others. Do not let your Leo pride keep you isolated. Some of the most important connections in your professional future are going to come from people who have walked the path before you. Let them teach you. Your father is helping orchestrate these connections from the other side. The second card is the 2 of Pentacles, and Leo. This one made me pause because your father is addressing something very specific about your current situation. The 2 of Pentacles is all about balance, juggling multiple responsibilities, trying to keep everything in the air without dropping anything. And your father is coming through with a message that is both validation and guidance. First, he wants you to know that he sees how much you are balancing right now. He sees the financial pressures, the multiple projects, the way you are trying to be everything to everyone while also trying to build your own future. The 2 of Pentacles often appears when someone is managing more than they show on the surface. And your father is acknowledging that you are carrying a lot right now. You might look like you have it all together on the outside, but he knows the truth. He knows there are nights when you lie awake wondering how you are going to make it all work. Here is his message about that. You are going to make it work, but you need to be smarter about your energy. The 2 of Pentacles is asking you to prioritize. Not everything deserves equal weight. Not every opportunity is worth your time. Not every person who asks for your help needs to receive it. Your father lived his life giving to others, maybe sometimes to his own detriment, and he does not want you to repeat that pattern. He is saying learn to protect your energy, learn to say no, Learn to choose quality over quantity. But Leo, there was something really specific coming through about money. The Two of Pentacles often represents financial fluctuation, the ups and downs of income, the challenge of making ends meet while also trying to invest in the future. Your father is telling me that he understands money stress in a way that maybe you never knew. When he was alive, he wants you to know that financial struggles do not define your worth. He is also showing me that a financial breakthrough is coming for you. But it requires you to stay adaptable, stay creative, stay willing to pivot when necessary. The Two of Pentacles is a card of the dancer, someone who moves with grace even when the ground is shifting beneath them. Your father is saying trust your ability to adapt. You have survived every challenge so far. You will survive what is coming. And honestly, you are going to thrive because you have his resilience in your blood. When things get tight, when you feel like you are barely keeping your head above water, remember that he is with you, helping you find creative solutions, opening doors you did not even know existed. I am also getting a message about work-life balance. Your father might have struggled with this himself. Maybe he worked too much. Maybe he missed moments with family because he was focused on providing. He is telling you not to make the same mistakes. The Two of Pentacles is asking you to find harmony between your ambitions and your relationships, between making money and making memories. He is saying the people who love you need your presence more than they need your provision. Do not sacrifice the relationships that matter for the sake of a career that will not remember you when you are gone. Now the third card absolutely took my breath away because we have the Knight of Cups. And Leo, this is your father coming through with the most tender, emotional message. The Knight of Cups is a romantic, the dreamer, the one who leads with his heart. And your father is using this card to tell you something about love that you desperately need to hear right now. First, if you are in a relationship, your father has opinions and guidance. The Knight of Cups is showing me that he is watching how you love, how you show up for your partner, how you navigate the emotional landscape of your romantic life. And here's what he wants you to know. Love is not about grand gestures alone. It is about consistent presence. It is about showing up every single day with an open heart. You are a Leo. You love big. You love dramatically. You love with your whole chest. And he loves that about you. But he is also saying that sometimes the people you love need gentle reassurance, more than they need fireworks. If you are single, oh my goodness, Leo, your father has orchestrated something beautiful for your future. The Knight of Cups is an arrival, a person who comes into your life bearing emotional gifts, offering you the kind of love you have always deserved. Your father is saying he has been working behind the scenes, arranging circumstances, putting you in the right place at the right time, clearing obstacles so that when this person appears, you are ready. This is not just any connection. This is someone who will see your heart, who will appreciate your depth, who will love you the way you have always wanted to be loved. But here's where it gets really specific and really beautiful. The Knight of Cups carries a cup as an offering, and your father is showing me that he is offering you something through this card. He is offering you permission to be vulnerable, permission to drop your armor, permission to stop being strong all the time. Leo, you have this tendency to perform strength even when you are breaking inside. You smile when you are hurting. You show up for others when you are barely holding yourself together. You protect everyone else while neglecting your own heart. Your father is saying stop. The Knight of Cups is emotional honesty, emotional bravery, the courage to say I am hurting or I need help or I am scared. He is telling you that there is no weakness in admitting when you are struggling. He is showing me that he wishes he had been more emotionally open when he was alive. He wishes he had told the people he loved exactly how he felt more often. He wishes he had allowed himself to be vulnerable instead of always being the rock everyone leaned on. Do not repeat his regrets. The Knight of Cups is asking you to express what you feel, to tell people you love them, to have the hard conversations, to be honest about your needs. Your father is also showing me creative pursuits connected to this card. The Knight of Cups is artistic, imaginative, in touch with beauty. He is encouraging you to explore creative expression as a way to process your emotions. Write, paint, make music, dance. Create something that channels what you feel into something beautiful. Leo, I need to tell you this because it is coming through so strongly. Your father wants you to know that he loved you even when he did not know how to show it in the way you needed. The Knight of Cups represents love that is felt deeply even when it is expressed imperfectly. If there were things left unsaid between you, if there were moments of distance or misunderstanding, He wants you to know that his love for you was never in question. He did the best he could with the tools he had, and he sees now all the ways he could have done better. But his love was always there, constant and unwavering. Even when you could not feel it. The fourth card is the World and Leo. When this card appeared in this position, I actually got emotional. Because this is your father telling you that you are on the brink of completion, of achievement, of reaching a level of success and fulfillment that he always dreamed of for you. The World is the final card of the major arcana. It represents completion of a major cycle, mastery, accomplishment, the moment when everything comes together. Your father is showing me that you have been on a journey, a long, difficult journey that has tested you in ways you never expected. You have faced losses, disappointments, setbacks that made you question everything. But the World is appearing to tell you that you are almost there. You are so close to breaking through. You are on the edge of something massive, something that will change the trajectory of your entire life. The World represents success on a grand scale. This is not small wins, this is major accomplishment, recognition, achievement that will be visible to everyone around you. Your father is so proud because he can see what is coming for you, and it is everything you have worked for. The World also represents travel, international opportunities, expansion beyond your current limitations. I am getting that opportunities will come from unexpected places, from far away, from sources you never imagined. But here is a deeper message. The World is about wholeness, integration, becoming the fullest version of yourself. Your father is telling you that the challenges you have faced were not random. They were shaping you, preparing you, teaching you lessons you needed to learn before you could handle the blessings that are coming. Every heartbreak taught you compassion. Every failure taught you resilience. Every moment of loneliness taught you self-reliance. You are not the same person you were when this cycle began. And that is the point. The World is also showing me that your father wants you to embrace all of who you are. You have different sides, different interests, different dreams that might seem contradictory. You might feel like you have to choose between different versions of yourself, between different paths. But the World is saying you can integrate it all. You can be spiritual and ambitious, creative and practical, strong and soft, successful and kind. You do not have to diminish any part of yourself to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. Your father is also addressing completion of karmic cycles through this card. The World represents karmic fulfillment, the resolution of patterns that have played out across generations. He is showing me that there were patterns in your family, ways of thinking, ways of behaving, cycles of pain or limitation that were passed down, and you are the one who breaks them. You are the one who creates a new legacy. The World is saying that your success will free not just you, but future generations from old patterns that no longer serve. I am also getting a message about celebration. The World is joyful, triumphant, worthy of recognition. Your father is saying when your victories come, and they are coming, do not diminish them. Do not brush them off. Do not act like they are not a big deal. Celebrate, honor your achievements. Let people praise you. You worked for this, you earned this, you deserve this. He wants to see you own your success with confidence and joy. The fifth card is the Tower. And I know this might seem scary at first, but Leo, please hear me out because your father is using this card to deliver one of the most important messages in this entire reading. The Tower represents sudden change, upheaval, the destruction of old structures that were never meant to last. And your father is telling you that something in your life needs to fall apart, so that something better can be built. The Tower is not punishment, it is liberation. Your father is showing me that there are structures in your life right now, beliefs you hold, relationships you cling to, situations you tolerate, that are built on unstable foundations. You might be holding on to these things out of fear, out of obligation, out of not knowing what else to do. But they are limiting you. They are keeping you small. They are preventing you from stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to become. Your father is saying let them fall. When the Tower moment comes, and it might already be happening, do not try to hold the pieces together. Do not try to force something to stay standing that the universe is trying to take down. There is a reason this is happening. There is wisdom in the destruction. Sometimes things have to completely fall apart before they can be rebuilt the right way. The Tower often represents a sudden revelation, a moment when you see truth so clearly that you can never go back to believing the lie. Your father is preparing you for moments of clarity that will be shocking, that will challenge everything you thought you knew. These revelations might be about other people, about situations, about yourself. When these moments come, trust them. The Tower destroys illusions, and even though it is painful to see things as they truly are, it is also deeply freeing. I am getting something really specific about a relationship or a work situation. The Tower is showing me that something you have been trying to save, something you have been pouring energy into, something you have been hoping would improve, is going to come to a sudden end. And your Father is telling you this is a blessing even though it will not feel like one at first. He can see what you cannot see yet. He knows that this ending is making space for something infinitely better, and he is asking you to trust the process even when it hurts. The Tower also represents false identity being stripped away. Leo, you have been performing a version of yourself that is not fully authentic. Maybe you present yourself a certain way to meet other people's expectations. Maybe you hide parts of yourself that you think are too much or not enough. Maybe you wear a mask to protect yourself from being hurt. The Tower is going to strip that away. It is going to force you to show up as your true self, raw and real and unfiltered. And while that might feel terrifying, your Father is saying it is the most important thing that could possibly happen to you. Here is the beautiful part. After the Tower comes rebuilding, and this time you get to build based on truth, based on authentic foundation, based on who you really are rather than who you pretended to be. Your Father is helping you with this reconstruction. He is guiding you toward people who will appreciate the real you, opportunities that align with your true values, a life that actually fits who you are. The Tower clears away everything fake so that only what is real remains. The 6th card is 3 of Swords in Leo. I held this card for a long moment before I started talking about it because this is your Father, acknowledging your pain, your grief, your heartbreak, and offering you the healing you desperately need. The 3 of Swords is one of the most painful cards in the deck. 3 swords piercing a heart, representing deep emotional pain, sorrow, grief that cuts to the core. Your Father knows you are carrying heartbreak. He sees it, he feels it, and he wants you to know that your pain is valid, your grief is real, your sadness deserves space. The 3 of Swords is coming through because he is addressing the wounds you carry, some of them caused by his passing, some of them caused by other losses, other betrayals, other moments when life broke your heart, if his death left you with unresolved pain. If there are things you never got to say, if there are ways you wish things had been different, the 3 of Swords is his acknowledgement of that suffering. He is telling you that it is okay to still hurt. It is okay to still grieve. It is okay to feel angry or sad or confused. Grief does not follow a timeline. Healing is not linear. You do not have to be over it by now. But here is a message of hope within this painful card. The 3 of Swords also represents necessary pain, the kind of hurt that forces you to grow, to change, to become someone stronger and wiser. Your Father is showing me that the heartbreaks you have endured were not meaningless. They taught you empathy, they deepened your capacity for compassion. They showed you who you really are when everything is stripped away. You discovered your own strength through your pain. The 3 of Swords is also about betrayal. And I am getting that you have experienced betrayal from someone you trusted deeply. Maybe this was romantic betrayal. Maybe it was a friend who turned on you. Maybe it was a family member who disappointed you. Maybe it was someone in your professional life who used you. Your Father is saying he saw what happened. He knows the truth even if others do not. And he wants you to know that the person who hurt you will face their own reckoning. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to prove anything. Karma is real, and it is already in motion. But more importantly, your Father wants you to release the bitterness. The 3 of Swords can keep us stuck in resentment, replaying the pain over and over, holding on to anger because letting go feels like letting the person who hurt us off the hook. But that resentment is poisoning you, not them. Your Father is asking you to choose healing over bitterness, freedom over revenge, peace over being right. This does not mean forgetting what happened. It means refusing to let what happened define the rest of your life. The 3 of Swords also speaks to communication that hurts, harsh words that cut deep, truths that are painful to hear. Your Father is showing me that you might receive information soon that will sting, that will challenge you, that will force you to see something you have been avoiding. When this happens, try to hear the message beneath the pain. Sometimes the truth hurts before it heals. Sometimes we need to hear difficult things so that we can make necessary changes. Finally, the 3 of Swords is about emotional release. Your Father is encouraging you to cry, to scream, To let the pain move through you instead of storing it in your body. You are carrying grief in your shoulders, in your chest, in places that ache for no physical reason. That is trapped emotion that needs to be released. Let yourself feel it fully so that it can finally leave. He is with you in those moments of release, holding space for your pain, loving you through your healing, Leo. Your father wanted me to tell you 6 more things before we close this reading. He sees your strength but wants you to know it is okay to rest. He recognizes your ambition, but wants you to remember what truly matters. He admires your independence, but wants you to accept help when it is offered. He loves your big heart, but wants you to protect it better. He celebrates your success, but wants you to define it on your own terms. He knows your pain, but wants you to believe in joy again.